What is success? What is it? What's the definition of success?
Reaching your goals.
Definition of success is
Self-satisfaction.
is determining a goal, then matching or exceeding said goal. Definition of success. Justin Sims.
Determine a goal and matching or achieving said
Yep.
goal.
What's your goal? Why are you here? What's your goal?
To advance
To what?
to the highest level possible.
To what? Where do you want to work? What's your goal?
My goal is one day to be in Omaha.
Right there, right? How many people here have this same goal? Perfect. Love it. Step one in obtaining a goal. It's knowledge. Knowing what it is. Some of you might hear, how many people, there are umpires in this world that have never worked a college baseball game that are highly successful. You can know all the mechanics in the world, but if you don't know what you're going and where you're going and why you're doing it, you're wasting your time and you're wasting everybody else's time. If you want to go to Omaha, pick up a phone, call somebody, write an email, find out the process. Maybe you don't want to go to Omaha. Maybe you just want to go to a conference tournament. Know the process. What's it take to get selected? Perfect example. Had a phone call last night, as a matter of fact. Last night. An umpire called and said, he was talking about, next spring, about his schedule, and, what he was going to try to do. He's trying to work, he's working for all these different people. And he says, well, I don't think I'm going to get any games from this assigner. I said, well, why not? You live in his backyard. Well, I upset him. I pissed him off. What'd you go and do now? Well, I was upset he didn't take me to his tournament last year. Okay. Did you ask him why? Well, yeah. And I said, and his response was, well, you said you had to work a minimum of 10 games to be eligible for the tournament, and I only worked 8. So why are you pissed? Why'd you go and piss him off for? If that was the requirement, and that, well, I didn't know that. Well, whose fault is that? Part 2. Skill. Here's the one thing that I can guarantee is going through your mind right now. Every one of you are thinking the exact same thing right now. All right? And I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to let this sink in. Until you acknowledge it, you will never advance. You all think you're a lot better than what you truly are. And until you acknowledge that, you will not advance. You're here for one of two reasons. One, you think you're going to get a game. You think you're going to get games on your schedule by showing up. You think this is some kind of certification where mandatory, I just need to show up, I'll be here. Or two, I really want to learn 3-man. Okay, that's great. But until you acknowledge what you don't know and accept that you're not as good as you think you are, then there will be things that occur during this week that your mind will shut out and you will not learn. And one last thing that you need, and it can be probably the most important thing, what is that? Huh?
Availability.
Availability, opportunity,
Determination.
determination, desire.
Preparation.
Huh?
Remain teachable. Training.
All those things and more.
You can have all the knowledge in the world. You can have all the, and you can make that knowledge and apply it on the field and have all the skill. And if as Greg Wall says, if you're a jackass, can't assign you. If you're not likable, if you're not approachable, if you're not respected, something that is earned, not granted. This is what the biggest issue is in college baseball today. Is that a majority of you in this room right now, I think we proved it in the very first portion of it. How many people here in this room have all three? Frank's got all three.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Frank's got all three. Guys, how can you succeed if you don't have all three? 2 out of 3 is not good enough. 2 out of 3 is not good enough. You have to have all three. If you're missing one, let's say you have all the knowledge in the world. You know that CCA manual like the back of your hand. You know every movement. And you're the nicest guy in the world. And everybody loves you and thinks you're a great guy. But you can't apply the knowledge to your feet. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to get passed. You're going to stagnate and get passed. You might have all the athletic ability in the world. You might have a great personality, but if you don't know where to go and what you're supposed to do, what's going to end up happening? You're going to get passed. You're going to get passed. And if you might learn the CCA manual and have all that knowledge, you can run around the baseball field better than anybody, get all your safes and outs right, and everything's great, and you're an asshole, what's going to happen? You're going to get passed. You're going to get passed.